to another vlog. So today's just an average Wednesday, but I have a few things on the schedule. Today's our career fair, and it's going to be with Lockheed Martin, who's the flagship sponsor. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I do know that means that there are going to be a lot of stands where they're offering jobs in particular. If you don't know, that's a very big engineering company. They mainly specify in defense contracts. So they take more aerospace or the mechanical and electrical engineers. However, they do have positions for chemical engineers every once in a while. So I'm gonna go check that out. There are gonna be other companies there, of course. I don't have a resume. I'm a freshman, so I don't have anything on my resume. I've never even made a resume before. So I'm meeting up with an upperclassman friend of mine who's an electrical engineer, and she said that she can help me put something together, put some things down. So I'm gonna head to class right now, and then after I'm gonna meet up with her. So come along with me for my day.
So I was on my way to my ancients class here, and I decided to take a video and appreciate how pretty the campus green is, especially in the morning when it's so calm. So I just got out of Ancients and we just started Antigone. We finished up the Iliad and now we're moving on to our next piece. We've written 2 essays so far that were just kind of opinion pieces, and now we're starting to get into like the real essay writing and criticisms of that sort. Okay, so I'm in Falvey right now. This is Sarah. She's the junior chemical and electrical engineer who's helping me with my resume right now.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So just now left the Falvey library where I printed out a few resumes after meeting with Sarah, who helped me put together this resume. And now I'm gonna go get lunch and then prep a little bit for my math test. I have a DiffyQ exam today, which is gonna be my first exam in that class. So I feel confident about it, but I guess we'll see if I'm overconfident or if I actually am going to do well on it. So it was a really gloomy day today, but that doesn't mean campus was any less pretty than usual.
So I forgot to put on jewelry like 5 times out of 10. I just stopped by my room real quick before lunch to put some stuff on. It is a very common thing where I'll leave my room forgetting something that's somewhat important. Then either have to turn around or stop by and get it at some point.
I will say though, I live on main campus, so it's very convenient. I can very quickly stop by my room and it's not a hassle whatsoever. Anytime I'm going between classes, I pretty much pass my dorm. I stopped by my room to look over some last minute notes and also make sure that I brought my index card with me, which is right here. Our teacher lets us take one for the test.
So I'm with my DiffyQ professor. We just had a test. How do you think we did?
Usually this test is one of the harder tests, but I hope people did well.
So I actually found the test very easy because it was a straight copy of the practice problems he gave us. He gave us a practice test from last year. Every single problem was copy and paste except for slight differences. Like instead of a tiger, it was a lion, or the numbers changed slightly. But the actual method for solving the problems was all exactly the same.
So I just got done with classes, so I stopped by my room to drop off my backpack and grab the impromptu resumes that were made earlier today, in case there is someone who I can give it to. But I'm just gonna go check out the career fair and then share with you guys what it looks like and how it all works.
So here, clearly you can tell you're going in the right direction because you see a bunch of people dressed in very much professional attire, at minimum business casual. Once you got to the fan, you signed in and they gave you a name tag.
Okay, so I'm here with...
Maggie Songer, Executive Director of the Career Center.
And can you tell me a little bit more about the Career Center and what this event is?
Of course. So we're here today at the Career Fair at Villanova at University. We have a bunch of fairs through the course of the year, but this is our biggest one in the fall semester. So we have about 149 employers. We usually see around 2,000 students come in to talk to companies about internships, fellowships, and full-time opportunities.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
So the entire fin was filled with all kinds of tables and different employers. This is some of the merch, I guess you would call it, from Lockheed Martin, and most tables had something similar. So coming out of the career fair, I spoke to probably like 6 to 8 different employers, dropped off like 5 resumes, got a bunch of business cards, a bunch of pamphlets, talked to all kinds of people from the nuclear reactors on submarines when it comes to the Navy. Liana's just stopping by here. Are you just going to the career fair? So I'm just leaving, she's just going in. Yeah.
How was it?
Honestly, it was good. I talked to a bunch of people, dropped off. Anyway, continuing where I left off. Nuclear reactors, submarines, that kind of stuff. So definitely chemical engineering is in the Navy. It's also in a bunch of other companies. I talked to a few other ones where it's non-carbon based emissions for energy, and also things that are carbon and oil based. But the plan for tonight is to send thank you notes to everyone who I spoke with, and also check out the different positions and internships and applications, just to see what it is that I need to do in order to get them once I graduate. Things that I got and have to go through tonight. So right now I am going to pet therapy with Power. Power is something that's associated with the Office of Health Promotions here at Villanova, and they do different kinds of events like this. So we're just gonna go check it out, see what kind of animals and pets are there. So unfortunately I missed the actual event where the pets were. I caught them on their way out, just said hi to a few people, met a few other people on South Campus. And unfortunately I missed the pet event because the pets were only there from 4 to 5, but the event ran to 6, and that wasn't specified. So on my way to dinner, this was a little sign they had set up for appreciation for the culinary team, and this was dinner. I then went to get some work done in the Connolly Center. This is in the back portion of it where the chairs are really comfortable. The tables aren't huge if you want to sprawl out and take notes. However, if you just have some laptop work, it's amazing. This is the front of the Connolly Center, next to the main entrance. And this is where we have a map of Villanova from over top, as if you're looking at it from a helicopter. So I'm now back in my room, and that's a wrap on today and the career fair and everything that went on today at Villanova. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to get back to you.